to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. The Fantasy Footballers Podcast, Jason Moore, Mike, the Fantasy Hitman. I'm Andy Holloway. It's Wednesday, December 10th. Welcome into the podcast. Once again, we have a great show for you. We have news to talk about. We've got a Thursday night game to preview. Your fantasy playoffs are here. Unless you're on bye.
Oh, they're still here.
I noticed appropriately in the comments that the first round bye folks were a proud bunch. They're a proud bunch. Where my bye people at?
As they should. The bye week bros, the bye week boys and girls, all who have bye weeks.
Yeah.
We shall celebrate. Yeah. I did respond to someone. I did respond to someone on the Twitter sphere, and because they were like, "Man, what do I do?" You know, doing a humble brag of, "I got the bye week." Hey, Jason and Mike. I'm like, no.
Yes, you're right.
You don't just sit back and do nothing.
You are 100% right.
You have an opportunity right now to be fully prepared. Everyone else is like, this week. You get to look at next week.
Last week when I had clinched the playoffs, I did feel like it was the most real bye week I'd ever had because we were still a week away from the playoffs even starting. If you are on bye, you pay attention. Do not take this week off. Be active. Make waivers. Look at the future weeks. Look at your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out who you would be worried if they win and what their weakness is and snipe them. Be proactive.
Brooks?
Mike is so infuriating with this. I hate that you don't rest on your laurels. I really wish you rested on your laurels. When you're up high.
They're not that soft.
When you're up high.
My laurels are very rigid.
I feel like you
rigid laurels.
You work harder than.
Broken glass.
Yeah, if you're just like, treading water, if you're skimming, the season's going average, whatever. But if you're coasting, if you're up at 30,000 feet with no turbulence, you're like,
right.
I'm looking for a new route. How can I shave time off this flight?
One of the reasons Mike has had some time to plan ahead is he's been locked in for like 6-8 weeks in the playoffs.
That does help. But
that does help.
Brooks is calling it the block, stash.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's the right thing to do, but
block,
also
block, stash, do.
Just make sure that you don't.
You
You still need to react to what happens this weekend. Because if you make all your plans and then something changes, defensive injuries for the defense that you fell in love with, that you stashed, opportunities that are brought forth by injuries, just make sure you're also reacting. And that's why we're still here. I mean, if you're new to us this season,
welcome.
Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the ride. We are 5 days a week all the way through the end of, week 18.
Sorry.
But then we are still a year-round show. We're still with you twice a week all the way through the offseason.
I mean, the footy awards are on the way when we get to celebrate / dunk on our favorite and least favorite players of the season. And then we launch right into a series, we call it the Truth Series, where we really look back because it's never too early to get ready for the 2026 fantasy football season. And you don't want to leave the season with a distorted view of who was actually good, because sometimes guys show up, they're in the top 15, and so you're like, well, next year I'm going to be in on that player. Did that player actually help you, or did that player just how did they get there?
Call that the DJ Moore.
Yeah, did they have 3 spike weeks and then just a whole bunch of other crap that devastated you and you kind of forget about it? So we start preparing, we lock in, we remember the truth, we examine what happened.
Yeah, and then we'll be into, draft season is not far behind it with, free agency, the draft season, player prospects, all the stuff that we get primed up, and you get into the Dynasty Pass in February. So we're not talking about a huge break. We're here year-round. Make sure you click that subscribe button on YouTube, youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers. Subscribe, click the bell, and follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening. and stay with us all off season as well. So the website, thefantasyfootballers.com, all of our weekly rankings for the upcoming playoff week, start sit tool, ultimate dashboard, stream finder, all of the resources that have gotten better and better over the years. Shout out to the dev team, tirelessly working to make them better and to put them onto the mobile app, Fantasy Footballers mobile app as well. All right, we're going to jump right in.
Backup Options, presented by Progressive Insurance.
So apparently we really needed a backup option at the lighting. I'm just going to come out and say it because I don't want the comments to be just littered.
Yeah.
Mike noticed right before we were starting the show that I look a little red.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, am I like getting sick or something? What's going on? Hit the tanning booth? No.
You're getting that red light therapy while we record.
And so then I was like, okay, we dealt with it. We realized one of the lights is broken. And then, of course, first thing like Brooks says is and he's not in here. You know, he's just like, is there a red light on Andy? So I know what's coming in the comments.
Yeah.
And the answer is technically yes.
How does a light break?
But
and
not stop working. Just say, I'm red now. Like, I have changed my colors.
Like, your lights at home, when they break, they just turn off.
Do we know it's broken, or should I point out that Al Borland isn't here for one day in Deucer's Alley?
Coincidence?
Yeah. I think not.
Yeah. I tried to fix it. It's broken.
That's our point.
Uh-huh.
That's our point.
That's
you tried
the point
to fix
I tried to fix it after I broke it.
I set it to red, and he hasn't been able to. No, so I am apparently red.
I tried to fix it, but I don't know how.
Yes.
All right, backup options. We like to look at players that are the most dropped list on Sleeper over the last 24 hours. We always talk about, I mean, we had bye weeks last week, players that have hit the waiver wire, desperation pickups. The one that I was the most shocked at from a roster percentage standpoint
love this one.
is kind of the forgetfulness of Kayshon Boutte in New England.
Can't forget that booty.
That's my point.
The guy's coming through.
That's right. So Kayshon Boutte, he had the bye week, was coming off of an injury. The snap counts are back where they used to be. He has scored so many touchdowns this year. This is like a situation where I saw 45% rostered for Kayshon Boutte. That's kind of crazy to me. I mean, you had a wide receiver 4, 20, 11. Then he got hurt, came back, played 80% of snaps, didn't do much, and then scored again last week against the Giants. You have Buffalo, Baltimore, New York. You have some big games. He's a big-time player. I look at what Drake May's been great at. Number one in deep passing in the NFL. Where's the Bills' defense this week? 23rd. So I think Kayshon Boutte is one of the best bets on a touchdown this week.
Do you worry? I don't know if you've seen this, but Stephon Diggs, his contract was very incentive laden, and he has he can make more than $2 million from here on out.
He's about to squeak.
I couldn't.
I'm just saying,
I couldn't care less about that.
Yeah, I do agree.
Diggs doesn't have the notoriety to the name, and the team has some very serious things to play for.
We will have some information on incentives as we get close to the end of the season. Those things really do matter. We've heard from coaches, like, I tried to get this guy the ball. I mean, it doesn't always happen. It is no guarantee.
Yeah, the gravity of the game matters whether they make it a priority. If the game doesn't matter that much, they might do it.
The Mike Evans 1,000 from last year.
That's so gross. Awesome.
Weren't they supposed to be kneeing the ball out?
Yes, I think there was a play. They basically went and got they needed 5 more yards. I think he got 8 more yards, and it was like, you would usually knee this out. But it's like
14 targets.
But they took the risk.
Yes.
Week 18.
They said, we're going to get you there, Mr. Evans.
And
that's going to be harder this year.
These are human. Yeah, these are human beings, friends, and they care about their contract. So it's legit. I don't disagree that Kayshon Boutte is a good pickup. I just basically wanted to bring up the Diggs reality that he's going to be a squeaky wheel wanting that ball, wanting them yards. I'll go with mine because it should be pretty quick and easy. It's Darren Waller. We talked about him a lot yesterday on the waiver wire show, and you might be going, well, he wasn't on my waivers. That's my point. That's why I'm bringing him up today. Check today because he's on the most dropped list. So when your waivers run through, he might have been dropped. And this is not necessarily a pickup at play.
He's very high up on that list.
Yeah. I mean, he had a very down game. They ran.
Check on Britton Strange, too. I bet you both those guys are together.
They
on
are.
that list.
They're right back to back.
Oh, is he on that list as well? Yeah, exactly.
And so, Darren Waller, this is a beautiful matchup not this week, but he's got the Bengals next week. And if you've got enough roster spots, you can do double duty here. Mike, I want to talk about yours after you.
Well,
okay.
Just to be clear, Waller has the easiest schedule of all tight ends the rest of the way. Number one.
He's targeted on 57% of his routes inside the 10 this year. That is number one in the NFL.
So he's a great pickup.
This week for Waller is still a plus matchup.
Yes.
It's not as great as next week.
But it's good. 26th.
The matchup that Waller has next week, Isaiah likely has this week. Now, I haven't been in the starts of the week doc lately because I put my guy in. I imagine that Mark Andrews is probably listed by one of the two of you because he should be. But Isaiah likely...
Oh my gosh, this dude could have been the talk of fantasy football right now.
Multiple weeks in a row he could have been.
Yes, that's what I mean. If he had 2 touchdowns taken away.
And
one by him, one by the refs.
It's been a very disappointing season overall. I think for Mr. Likely, should you have made your wager that he was going to take over the job from Mark Andrews, that did not happen. That did not happen long term either, as Mark Andrews got the bag of money to be a Baltimore Raven for a few years. But Isaiah Likely plays the Cincinnati Bengals. There's more than enough tight end production to go around. Mark Andrews can still have his game. Should you not have a great option at the tight end position this week, just look at the Bills of last week. Dalton Kincaid, awesome game. Dawson Knox, who he's not used as a pass catcher.
So my start of the week is Charlie Kohler.
So here's a cool stat from Ryan Heath of Fantasy Points. He was pointing out that the tight end 2 against the Bengals is scoring on average 8 fantasy points per game, which isn't like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But we're talking about the backup the second tight end for their routes run. The list is like Isaiah Likely. Remember when Austin Hooper had a good game against Cincinnati, or Jonnu Smith, or Dawson Knox? It's like,
you want to know why? It's because the first guy's so tired. So exhausted. I can't catch any more passes.
So here's
help.
This is always tough when we want to say things, but we don't want to say them on the show. We're coming. So this is from my life, my heart.
No.
Tell me if I am crazy or not. I have Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I want to drop Mark Andrews and pick up Isaiah Likely. I want to play Likely over Andrews. I think that he is a better matchup. Has a high floor of yards. He had 90-plus yards against Cincinnati a couple weeks ago. He's had 10 fantasy points 2 weeks in a row.
And he is so much more.
He is the perfect play against the Bengals. I want to pick him up and play him. I'm worried that my opponent is going to pick Isaiah Likely up. He's got Dalton Kincaid, so he probably won't. But that scares me. And is that insane for me to want?
No.
I went to do it this morning
as a defensive move or to play him?
No, to play him instead of Mark Andrews.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's crazy at all.
I went to do it this morning. Unfortunately,
coin flip, but
yeah,
I feel like the bigger game potential is definitely with Likely.
Right?
Yeah,
if you want to say one of these guys ends up with 18 fantasy points, probably Likely because the yards will be there. Mark Andrews because he could easily have 2 touchdowns and end up with a great game, but he's probably not going north of 60 yards. Whereas if you want a 100-yard game, that's Isaiah Likely. I do think if you're struggling, great pickup to play this week. And turns out I can't because I had 2 guys in the IR who are now ineligible.
Oh, no.
So I'll just roll with Andrews. But
okay. The newly financially minted, extended Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
That was Backup Option, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quotes today at Progressive.com.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Yes. This is all I want to talk about the whole show. Yes.
Big Phil?
Phillip Rivers has a very
Philly?
real chance to start Week 15 against the Seahawks. He was signed to the Colts yesterday.
This is incredible. It doesn't even matter how it goes. It doesn't matter if he goes out there and
this
awesome.
is real gladiator thrown to the lions thing.
Yes,
you either see somebody conquer a lion or you see them eaten by one. And either way, you buy a ticket.
Yeah, you buy a ticket because it's like, I've never seen someone eaten by a lion.
Right.
But also, what about the power of man if he overcomes? That is a great analogy. I mean, this is a 44-year-old who hasn't taken a hit in the NFL in half a decade. This could go real bad.
I mean, there's this AI or this bit parody thing going around about Phillip Rivers, this quote. Don't believe that on this fake radio show. But he did go on Dan Patrick earlier this year and talked about the reason he had delayed signing a one-day contract with the Chargers to retire a Charger. And it was because in 2021 and 2022, he was working out. He was in playing shape. He was ready to go. There were teams that almost signed him at the end of the year. Basically, this kind of perfect storm.
Yeah.
Team,
Except still 3 years ago.
I know. Team, coach, offense, And, I mean, to be very clear, this reeks of unconscionable desperation.
This is
by
Jeff
the Colts.
Saturday all over again.
I mean,
it's awesome.
I mean, maybe Saturday would play center for him. I mean, maybe that's
No, we did get a report from
he's
Saturday
not doing that?
he will not come out of retirement.
Oh, wow.
But I mean,
Because I think the quote was because I know my place. My guy,
Did you?
my guy, you jumped into a head coaching position for.
you would do the same.
But then I'm not like, I know my place. I don't know.
Right. You can't.
You don't know your place.
You can't have it both ways.
Yes, that's
But
all
listen,
I mean.
Phillip Rivers is apparently the player they want to send to Seattle to die. It's going to be amazing TV. This is as bad of a matchup you could ask for to go into Seattle off of 5 years of not playing football.
2 touchdown dogs.
Monday Night Football the following week is the Colts. And now we don't know if
Wait,
Phillip
Is
Rivers.
the Colts? I mean, the 49ers?
All his games are the Colts.
49ers?
No, I'm saying they're on Monday Night Football the following week.
I got you.
So
Okay.
this is prime time great television. We don't know
He
if
may
Phillip
not
Rivers is
be-
going to start this week.
He might not
Right,
be
he might not.
alive by then.
He might not. It's crazy because I see it as
About
like
to, rag now?
I see it as a 60-40 where it's like I do think there is a chance.
You have 40% that it goes well?
I do.
What is
It's
the
the
hopium?
hopium. It's the
Oh,
hopium of
man.
having Jonathan Taylor and Michael
Put it
Pittman.
down, brother.
I need it to go well. So I want
Stop it.
I
Get
wa-
help.
Yes.
I want it to go well. I want Phillip Rivers to go out there and sling the ball and throw for 270 plus yards and 2 touchdowns and be fine. I mean, that's the dream,
No,
and
I
I'm giving
mean,
it 40%.
Look, the dream for Indianapolis is he is still good at handing the ball off and throwing
And
4-yard
checking it down.
4-yard outs. If you think he's threatening down the field, the first downfield throw from Phillip Rivers with his little shot put throwing motion.
Dude,
But this is why it's
no
great
out
for
routes.
Michael Pittman.
No out routes.
I want Michael Pittman
I
to
don't.
have
I think it's the best for nobody, and
15
I think
targets for 80 yards.
that's Downs.
10. I don't know. Downs
That's Warren.
It might be Warren, and hopefully Jonathan Taylor gets 5 checkdowns.
Oh, man.
It's amazing.
Alec Pierce is going to be so pissed.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sorry, Alec, you're back to run and win sprints.
He's going to be so tired and have 0 targets.
It's so wild.
What is
the
the weather like in this game? Likely rain.
It's so entertaining.
Anyways, that is the most must-watch thing in maybe years. It's a science experiment. Like we have these kind of thoughts where it's like, what if
The science on aging is already in, Jason.
right, but not aging, then coming back to the NFL after 5 years. This is a fascinating. You are 100% right, Mike. This is exactly like when the Colts hired Jeff Saturday, where you go, could you just hire someone who's a great leader and have him come in as a head coach who's never had coaching experience? Maybe. And it turned out, no.
Rivers is 4 years older than his coach, I think.
He is older than, I think, 12 head coaches in the NFL right now.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Because it's a little bit all right, Brady, if literally it's way less weird if Brady at 46 came back to do this.
Yes.
Because Brady is TB12, my body is my temple,
Wonderland.
Like
Phillip
Phil
Rivers
3 years ago said he was a little too heavy.
Yeah, he was like, Dan asked him, could you come back and play? He's like, absolutely, which was nice to hear him say, like, I could go play a game. He's like, I'm a little heavier. Okay, strike one. But then he followed it up and said, I could sling it. I might be in a wheelchair on Monday.
Yeah.
Whew. I know the difference of getting hit at, 43 or getting hit at 38. It's bigger than you think.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin said DK Metcalf should be able to play in Week 15 against the Dolphins. I think it might be a good week for him again. Jerome Ford on injured reserve for the Browns, and that was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. We'll take a break. We'll ask the producers to put like a green light on Mike and a blue light on Jason, and we'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
Lowe's knows Sundays are for football, so tackle your home improvement projects by Saturday and earn your Sunday with great deals on LG and Bosch appliances, select Bounty and Swiffer cleaning products, and more. Then, once your to-do list is done, get ready to kick back, relax, and enjoy the game. Shop in store or online now and earn your Sunday with help from Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
What was the drop that was too red for you that you couldn't handle?
Oh, the panic alarm.
Is that what that was?
Maybe that's what caused the problem.
Yeah.
Ironically, the one light that doesn't turn red when you do that, not joke. I wish the people could see.
Yeah.
Every light in here turns red except the one that is red when you're not doing the panic alarm.
You can't turn red if you're red.
Fair.
You can turn white.
But apparently the light can still go white because it turned back to white.
I don't know what's happening around these parts. It's breaking down.
Jeremy.
The season's almost over. Let's talk Thursday.
Thursday Night Breakdown.
All right, breakdown. Perfect segue into this team. Atlanta 4-9. Tampa Bay 7-6, and just very thankful. They're thankful for the division that they play in. Tampa is.
Oh yeah,
because they've been on a rough stretch.
Yeah, I mean Baker is clearly, hopefully, dealing with some kind of injury because he's not been playing very well. His catchable rate on his passes is not good. They're not throwing the ball that much either. Both of these teams right now rank bottom 5 in pass rate over expectation for the last month. I don't know if that's because of the play. Maybe getting Bucky back has helped as well, that you can run the ball more. But this division will be either the Bucs or the Panthers in the playoffs. And fascinatingly, 2 of the next 3 weeks they play each other twice. So that's fun.
Well, we do have news this morning. Mike Evans could play this week on Thursday. We might see him back out on the field. It is a very positive matchup, arguably the most positive matchup possible for wide receivers. Yeah, am I asking you to forgive and forget with Emeka Egbuka? Yes, I am. That is what I'm asking you to do. The targets are something we are paying attention to. We talked about the lack of connection, right? Baker not playing the MVP level football he was at the beginning of the year for whatever reason, injury, out of sync, lack of Mike Evans, lack of whatever. It hasn't worked. I personally have no problem with Egbuka this week. I'm not playing Evans on the way back, but I'm watching closely. Sure. Are you guys risking it in a great matchup?
Mike Evans is someone that I am willing to play over, like if I'm toying with like Devon Vele or someone that we talked about.
Egbuka himself.
Oh yeah, we've got a matchup where we are starting Mike Evans.
We currently are strongly considering. I would say it's the most likely thing we're going to do. Should Mike Evans be active, we're going over DJ Moore
with no Odunze.
Well,
because Moore is
over DJ Moore.
No.
Full stop.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying you're not buying into any hope that gets better from Moore. He should have scored in the last game.
I mean,
wide open on that target to Loveland in the back of the end zone.
There was no Odunze. No Odunze the last 2 weeks, right? And he's had 2 catches and one catch.
One week. I think Odunze's missed 1 so far. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious about the perspective.
How we're playing it.
The matchup is last 6 weeks, Atlanta 32nd against wide receivers. So that's the – but you'd play Egbuka over Evans.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes.
So and Godwin, the target share, it's been there.
I'll still play Egbuka over Godwin too.
Yeah, I think my order in that game is Egbuka, Godwin, Evans.
Yep. Yeah, I can agree with that.
We don't have Cade Otton practicing right now, so you may need the wide receivers a little bit more. Kyle Pitts has been good on the other side.
He has.
34% target share last week. I don't know if we see Drake London again the rest of the year, unfortunately.
Yeah, it feels that way. I don't know that you would want to rush him back, and it's a knee injury, so you don't want to make it worse. This is a situation where he's played 4 games with Kirk Cousins. He was a tight end 9, the tight end 6, and the tight end 7 in 3 of those 4. So
Would you rather go Kyle Pitts or would you pick up Isaiah Likely?
I would rather go Likely.
Okay.
I have the Kyle Pitts, Dalton Kincaid decision this week in Listener League. And I am, with the little bit of news that Kyle Pitts was being limited, but then you got the Thursday game. That's probably why. I'm probably going to go Pitts.
Really?
I think
okay.
so. I think so.
I would lean Kincaid. Just telling you what I would do.
Yeah, I mean,
look how angry Andy got there. He's so red.
Oh my gosh. Red Hulk. Here we go. Didn't we have this happen one time on
I think
one
so.
Of our cameras?
I think it's happened. The Around the NFL tweeted this out. I think it's interesting for watching purposes. The Buccaneers' playoff chances rise to 80% with a win on Thursday, and they drop to 54% if they lose. So you're in must-win territory now.
And it's a divisional game. So this, Atlanta, a lot of times you're like, well, teams that don't have much to play for, they want a better pick or whatever. When they're playing these divisional matchups, they're trying to play spoiler.
And
like the Cardinals
time.
tried to spoil the Rams last week.
And if you're curious about the 54%, it's because of the Carolina Panthers. Guys, the Panthers might get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like a scenario I think I have not allowed myself to even think about until this moment in time right now.
I mean, they're above 500.
Yeah, it's very possible.
They play Tampa 2 more times. It's perfect for this division. I mean, you get head-to-head control of your destiny.
Yeah. Both of them basically, if they win both of those games, whoever, if Carolina does, they're in. If Tampa does, they're in.
Yeah, and I don't know that I really put their odds that low. Carolina is up and down this year. Tampa Bay up and down. Tampa Bay defense is not – there was a time we were looking at them as the defense to grab for the playoffs.
The playoff defense.
They're not good enough.
New report. Bowles said Mike Evans has shown everything he needed to show in practice to get activated and make his return Thursday. So
man.
Looks like he's in.
Okay. There you go. Bucky Irving, 2 games since his return, RB14 and RB12. Plenty of touches.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great. Bucky is in. Thank you, Bucky. I needed you really badly for my playoff.
A lot of people
He's not finished lower than running back 19 on a week while he's been active.
And Bijan, of course, you play him. I don't think a lot of people are feeling up to playing Baker Mayfield, but this would be a matchup that on paper looks like, getting Evans back, having the 3 wideouts. I think it might work out.
He's my quarterback 14, so certainly if you're in a 2-quarterback, super flex league, he is in play as, a decent flyer. But it's been
He's at 12 for me.
Yeah.
Baker against Atlanta or CJ Stroud against the Arizona Cardinals.
I would play Baker.
Stroud.
I'd play Baker. I don't think the Cardinals. Yeah, we just disagreed.
Okay. Then how about Trevor Lawrence, who's been on he's heating up.
Lawrence, I've got him 2 spots higher.
I have Baker 2 spots higher.
Okay.
So we'll just disagree for you.
Hey, what the show's not about just agreeing with each other.
That's true. It's about one of us being right and one of us being wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from this game you want to talk about?
No. I mean,
let's get back to
Congrats to Tez Johnson for his little run of relevance.
Yeah, I mean, if Baker gets back to what he was last year, what he was to start this year, and that might not be until next year, but I do think he could support a whole gaggle of wide receivers when he's in his prime. If he's healthy and playing well.
Yeah, but one of those is not going to be Tez.
McMillan's on the way back.
Yeah.
Is this your drink over here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just put one of my fingers into it.
Sweet.
All right.
That was my drink.
All right, it was your drink. It was just a coincidence.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Don't make me angry.
1 in a million.
That's exactly what it felt like. I just was like, why is my finger in this drink? All right.
Awesome.
I'm going to hit this button.
Mailbag.
Show from the jump on this show.
You got a sticky finger now.
I mean, from the red light, no Al Borland, some of the things I said. Into the mailbag we go. TheFantasyFootballers.com. Click the submit a question button. Dial the voicemail hotline 302-464-TFFB. If you're not following us on social media,
Shame.
You're missing out.
Instagram.com/fantasyfootballers. There's a great cut from yesterday's show that
Oh, yes.
you could just watch
good work.
on.
Good work by Matt the Falcon.
I mean, you could watch it on repeat constantly.
I watched it a lot.
It was so funny.
Hope Jason's learned his lesson.
Nah.
No,
He gave us gold.
He's a cool kid. Yeah, all right, voicemail question. Let's start it off.
Hey, ballers. Love the show. Quick question. Picked up the Niners defense for the first week of the playoffs. I have been rolling with Seattle. Do I play the Cam Ward matchup or ride the hot hand? Thanks.
Oh, man.
So I think this has happened to a lot of people where you assumed you were doing a Seattle pivot this week.
It's Niners versus Tennessee, and it's Seattle versus P. River.
I don't think either one's going to disappoint you personally. I think Seattle, they're such heavy favorites. I just don't see a scenario where anybody for the Colts at the quarterback position does enough to make you upset you played Seattle. I don't mind you staying in the hot hand there.
Yeah, it's like if
they're the better defense than the 49ers actually is, but I also feel like the 49ers is going to be pretty safe with Cam Ward.
If Phillip Rivers doesn't go for the Colts, then oh no, it might be Riley Leonard. And if it's not Riley, oh no, it might be Brett Rippon.
Oh man, if Brett Rippon farts is out there and the Seahawks, and then if he's not able to go, Tyler Warren is the backup quarterback.
Yeah, and that would be a pure let's run the football pretty much.
I'm looking at our league of record scoring, and on the course of this season, all defensive units, the number one scoring defense for our scoring is the Seattle Seahawks with 156 points scored on the season. The second place Houston Texans is down at 124. They do what scores in fantasy. So I would roll with the Seahawks.
I think also in the back of your mind is the fact that Cleveland seemed like an amazing matchup against Tennessee last week and gave up a billion points.
Tell that to Tony Pollard.
So
superstar.
The only thing in the back of my mind is I remember being so excited to throw my defense in against old man Joe Flacco with no offensive line for the Bengals, and then he got the ball out so quick he couldn't give up a sack the entire game. It was like, oh, it's so frustrating.
And you're alluding to Rivers being able to do that?
Just snap the ball, check it down.
If you don't have a Phillip Rivers jersey by the end of this week, I'm going to be really disappointed.
He's got some redemption to do for me, P. Rivers does.
There's got to be some clearance Rivers Colts jerseys out there right now.
No, wait a minute. You got to get the new one. He's not wearing the same number, is he?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's the same thing, man.
I would guess so.
I'm sure he's wearing the same one. He took off on for the last game.
Mine.
Unless you want to customize it with P. River on the back. All right, into the next voicemail.
Hey, ballers. Eric in Kansas here. So matched up against the wife in playoffs round 1. I've given her random lineup recommendations throughout the year whenever she asks. Am I obligated to help her this week? Appreciate you guys as always. Peace out.
This is the spouse versus spouse in the fantasy football playoffs.
To help her?
No.
Did he specify if this was the first year of her playing?
I don't care.
No.
See, that's the only way you could possibly justify giving her a little help.
You've given her 15 weeks to help.
Playoffs is every.
If it's not her first year, then
the
there's
house
no
divided
chance.
against itself cannot stand.
Yeah.
The house is your team.
Yeah, like I'm stealing the lifeboat. Get out of here.
Room for one.
Breaking news.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
Cardinals are not activating Trey Benson. His season is over.
Oh, today's the day.
Yeah.
And a little bonus breaking news: Cade Otton officially doubtful, so he's not going to play.
Oh man, big culps.
Took me a second. You talking about the backup tight end?
Devin Culp?
Big culps, huh? Big culps.
Well, see you later.
Nice.
Also, I blame Gannon for Benson getting hurt.
Really?
Yeah. Anything I can throw at the feet in terms of blame for Jonathan Gannon, I'm going to do it.
I thought about this on the way home yesterday. I was driving home. I was thinking about it. And
the best way to fire him?
No, the best thing we can do as a show. It's been years since we've had this. We need this graphic rebuilt.
Number 2.
Yes, we do.
For sure.
Yes, we do.
There is a new number 2.
There's a new number 2. This
Dude,
is
sucks.
There's only one way to get this guy out of town, and it is this drop.
Number 2.
We've done it twice before. We will do it a third time.
Yeah, they're fired. You'll get fired. I don't know.
By tomorrow, that graphic is updated.
Yeah, we need to make sure. Deucers.
I like to think in my egotistical world that we do have
Number 2.
some pull or some sway with our silly, stupid fantasy football show. Those coaches, they deserve a lot of credit for have gotten fired back then.
Oh, right. It wasn't all
like
our doing.
Adam Gase, Arthur Smith, they did a lot.
Their part.
They did a lot on their own.
Some
to
heavy
get fired.
lifting.
They did the majority of the work.
Gannon has put in the work.
Yeah, he really has.
He gets now. It's the reward time.
Yeah. Go on vacation forever.
That's the worst part,
I
guys.
know. It really is.
Is his reward, should he be fired, is to collect massive paychecks.
I feel like when you deserve it that bad, you should have to pay it back. You know, we're firing you, and also the money we gave you for the last year, you owe us that.
Where's the NFLPA at? How did the coaches get guaranteed contracts? And the players who they're out there who could suffer a.
You ever met any of these owners, Mike?
I'm just saying.
They like to do wild stuff. You need that guarantee.
As a football player, on any given play, you can suffer a permanent physical disability to your life.
You're saying,
and then the team is just like, sorry about that. Hope you made enough money along the way. And the coaches are like, I'm just gonna.
Coaches should not have guaranteed.
It's ridiculous.
It should be like we pay you while you work for us, and if
it should be just like the players.
Aren't players
incentive based.
Yeah, but
minimum.
I can tell you exactly why that happens.
Okay,
and that's the same thing that happens at the quarterback position with guaranteed contracts. It's the scarcity of the position, and you started to build demand, or you started to build the guarantees in because it was a way to attract the best coaches to play for you.
Yeah,
which is what you do with the players now. It's just that it doesn't go through a 50.
We need a revolution.
A 55-man roster.
I'm done with this. I'm done with fully guaranteed contracts for these coaches.
I don't think you are.
I am.
Okay.
The league may not be, but
yeah.
it's nonsense.
The number one most asked about player this week, and for good reason, it's Tyler Warren and whether people stick with him, play him.
Sheesh.
The number one start-sit question on our website is Tyler Warren or Harold Fannin.
Oh.
I saw the weather for the Bears-Browns game. -20 is what I saw.
Is that like that feels like?
That's what the wind
feels
chill,
like wind chill, -20. I think that's a really tough decision. I don't like Tyler Warren against Seattle in Seattle. If you told me that new quarterback plus great tight end matchup, I would be like, okay. I don't think you pivot from Tyler Warren to anybody, but I think the Fannin decision's tough, and I think the next one from Joe writing in on Instagram, Isaiah Likely or Tyler Warren, I think that is really tough. Now, what would you do?
Yeah, these are very difficult questions, and I'll say that with all of them, whether it's Isaiah Likely or Fannin or whoever, just deciding whether you can start Tyler Warren is the first hurdle. If Phillip Rivers is active, I will be starting Tyler Warren. I do think Phillip Rivers is not going to go out there and throw for 88 yards, and even if he goes and throws a couple interceptions, he's going to throw for 200 yards. If he does, Tyler Warren will be involved. And while the matchup against Seattle on a team level is a difficult matchup, against tight ends, they're 27th in fantasy points given up to tight ends. It's not the scariest matchup. I think Phillip Rivers can get the ball to him. So I will.
I told you, if he doesn't have a jersey by the end of the week, I'm sitting here trying to bet on, like, how do I bet you on the 200-yard thing you just said? That's what I've been thinking about.
Let's go.
200?
All right.
Oh, that's a handshake.
Yeah. 200?
Yeah.
200 yards, $100.
Sure.
All right.
Coward.
You didn't have to do that.
I didn't?
Yeah.
I believe.
No, you don't.
I do. I really do.
No, you don't
You
believe. You hope.
You need to believe.
Yes.
Your team
believe
is
in my hope. I believe in my hope. My hope is enough.
You have Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. There is a reason your psychology is what it is.
Dude, if Phil, if you do this to me again for a second time, years after you retire.
I mean, you're asking a lot from this dude.
I am asking a lot from you, Philip, and I expect it. I hope for it, and I believe.
Would you like to know after we shook hands what his line is, yardage-wise?
Oh, no.
I had no idea it was up.
He has a line?
He's got a line, brother.
Guess the line. You're so good at guessing.
I'm going to go.
How high in the 200s is his line,
No,
Jason?
it's going to be like 189. What is it? It's lower?
Yeah, because it's 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, Jason.
Come on, man.
165? No! What? 150?
152.5.
Holy moly. Well, I know what I need to go do since I know he's going to be over 200,
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you the 100 right now, so you have to send me 200.
Oh.
And I'm going to pull the same move
that's a
on
good
you
move.
that you pull
That's
on
a
me.
pro move. Oh, my gosh, 152.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You've got a lot of hopium.
I am literally fueled by hopium right now in Phillip Rivers.
That's right. I'm sending you
I'm not seeing clearly, guys.
$100 right now. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
This episode is supported by Prize Picks. It is the holiday season, the best time of year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you're out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, which game to watch, there is one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks. And hey, check this out. Prize Picks now is early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. We have been loving our time on the Prize Picks this year, facing off against each other, going the mores or less. And look, what I really love on Prize Picks, number one, the app is extremely easy to use. It's very intuitive. But I love all the creative stuff out there, like just overall pass percentage of a quarterback, a running back. Will they get more or less than 20 yards on their first 5 carries? Really special, unique, fun stuff that makes the game day just a little bit more exciting. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Aura Frames is the hidden gem that becomes the favorite gift long after the wrapping paper is gone. And you can enjoy unlimited free photo and video uploads. Simply download the Aura app, connect to Wi-Fi, and start adding memories in seconds. Every gift can be personalized with a custom message that appears when it's first turned on, a very thoughtful touch for any occasion. And if there's that person in your family or your friend group that you really want to impress, that you hope years from now they look back and they say, I remember when I got that. That's now changed how I experience life because new photos are always coming up and new memories are showing up. That's the Aura Frame. And for a limited time, you could save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using the promo code FOOTBALLERS at checkout. That's Aura, A-U-R-A, frames.com, promo code FOOTBALLERS. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now in time for the holidays and support this show by mentioning us at checkouts. Terms and conditions apply.
It did just get worse for you, Jason.
The line moved down.
No, the line is there. But for a quarterback to throw a touchdown, he is in plus odds.
Oh, my gosh, what?
Yeah.
But, wow.
As in,
Yes.
they think that he is
Does
more
not.
likely to not throw a touchdown. A singular passing
Can you
touchdown.
figure out why?
Oh, because they're dumb. That's why.
Oh,
It's
now
Phillip Rivers, 44, going to Seattle.
I
12th man.
I felt like I was just going to watch a man
This game
destroy,
just got
but now I'm so
twice
fascinated.
as entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, Jason has brought me in.
Yes.
I am so ready
Yes.
for this.
Oh, man.
I will let you get out of the bet if you send me back right now. You can give me an extra 25 on my 100.
No,
and then
no,
you're
I'm
out.
taking your 100. I'm investing it right now.
I may not have it when come Sunday.
All right. We got another voicemail.
Ballers. What's up? This is Han Chulo from New York. Flex question. Would you start Brian Thomas Jr. or Jordan Addison? And every time on the odds, just tell me who to start.
Okay, I thought did that man say his name was Han Cholo? What?
I didn't
Play
hear.
it again. Play it again.
Do you want the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Play it
okay.
again.
Ballers. What's up? This is Han Chulo from
Han
New
Chulo.
York.
Han Chulo.
Next question. Would you start Brian Thomas Jr. or Jordan Addison?
Brian Thomas Jr.
And every
against
time
the
on the
Jets.
odds, just tell me who to start.
Jordan
Thank
Addison versus Dallas. Jordan Addison, before I landed on Isaiah Likely as my backup option, Jordan Addison was going to be my backup option versus Dallas.
Addison is interesting because
but
of the
he's
matchup.
a backup option.
Yeah, I mean, it's Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian
for me.
Thomas is a regular option.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be, the most fantasy football thing for us to circle back to Brian Thomas Jr. having a hand in fantasy championships after having a hand in nobody making the playoffs that drafted him.
Brian Thomas, y'all should check out the this week's Dynasty podcast. I was on with Betts and Borg. We did some Dynasty differences, and Brian Thomas Jr. talked about a good amount. And I
think both these guys are definitely – they could both have a great week.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I would play Brian Thomas.
Yeah, we all would.
Yep. All right, classic yearly debate question, Rob Henry. If you are eliminated from the playoffs, is it bad form to prioritize waiver pickups?
I am on the side of no, because number one, your league should have some incentive to not finish last. And if you have that,
it's hard if it's a non-keeper, non-dynasty league, and
right.
It's pure redraft, and you're out of the playoffs, and you're in the playoff weeks. I do understand not having people participate because it feels like it's an act of collusion because it will be intentional towards one person.
I understand the arguments for not letting it happen, but also I understand the arguments for screw you. I'm not letting you get players. All this so you're saying, let's say Tank Bigsby's on the waiver wire. And we go into the playoffs. Saquon Barkley is going to miss time. So now the competition for Saquon Barkley should only be 6 people?
Maybe. But I think you need to have this as a league rule. And if it's not a league rule, then you need to let people
then live your life. Go ruin everyone else's.
Do what they want to do, for sure. The only reason I say it the way that I did is if you're the one with Saquon and then a non-playoff team goes after your backup, it feels like an attack on you.
Oh, yeah.
And by extension, benefiting the other opponent in the matchup, which doesn't feel like it's – because it's not me. It feels like collusion because it's not me versus you at that point. I would normally pick up Tank Bigsby to keep him away from you because I want to beat you in the game or in the season.
Right.
But because I can't participate in that active part of beating you, my team – I feel like I probably, if it were my league and there were no incentives, there's no punishment for last place.
Not a keeper league.
I would probably prohibit post-playoff signing from non-playoff teams.
I used to be adamantly on your side, Mike, and over time I think I've gone I'm not super against it, but I think my toes are in the water of the against it side, and it doesn't feel too chilly.
You can fix that with just make it competitive for the non-playoff teams to do something. A punishment for last place justifies a signing of anybody. Just make sure that there's a reason. But if it is pure lame duck 6 teams, I probably don't let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it has to be a league rule. It can't be somebody just going when it happens.
Can't just be
in the playoffs. You're just
whiny baby.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
you set a rule up before the year. Otherwise, live with it, sucker.
And
I don't want to be in last place.
Yeah,
I don't remember which NFL player was just interviewed a week ago talking about, hey, your team's out of the playoffs. What are you guys playing for? And he came out and said, I'm playing to ruin other people's championships, their playoff hopes. And so it's you could just play to ruin it for other people.
Matt says,
burn it down.
Is it worth keeping Alvin Kamara on my roster, or should I drop him and stash Chris Rodriguez for a championship week against Dallas?
Oh, interesting. I don't know that I've heard anything about Kamara.
I would 100% sign Chris Rodriguez. I think Kamara, you have 2 things that have to happen with Kamara, because this team's not going to be relevant down the stretch for a playoff run. You have to have him get healthy, and you have to have him get enough work in this offense to be viable. Why wouldn't the team want to see more Devin Neal? We have no clue that Alvin Kamara's – why even play him if he's partially hurt? And then when he was healthy, he wasn't that good anyways. I would pick up Rodriguez.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. It was also 2022 was the last time Alvin Kamara has finished a season. He feels
like that.
He's good at just kind of getting hurt at the end of the season, and then they don't have anything to play for. You don't rush him back. He's got a big contract. I don't know. I'm not saying that he absolutely doesn't come back this year, but I think the most solid argument, Andy, is that you could argue if Alvin Kamara was back in the matchup, who would you rather play, Chris Rodriguez or Alvin Kamara straight up? And I think Rodriguez is probably the answer, however you say his name.
Devin Neal having success makes it even harder. Makes it even harder for them to just go back to him. See what you got in the kid.
I think this is a good question to finish on. It's not good for us because we have to answer it. It's tough.
Jason's got it.
It's from Ari. Cotter. She says, should I start Michael Wilson against Houston? Just that question. Not another player. Just should I play Michael Wilson, who has been unbelievable. He's had his pace in the 4 games, or actually I guess it's 5 games since. I'll give him the full 5. 5 games since Jacoby Brissett was named the starter, on pace for 214 targets, 146 receptions, 1,751 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
And his pace in the games without Marv is over 200 receptions, over 2,500 yards.
The Cardinals are in a position where they will lose miserably. Houston is an incredible defense. And so the question you ask yourself with Michael Wilson is, will there be a part of this game where the Houston Texans defense schematically sits back and lets the Cardinals waste the clock completing receptions for a quarter and a half to 2 quarters?
Yeah, that is 100% accurate. And because that is the genuine question, I lean that I don't want to play Michael Wilson this week. I made him my start of the week last week. This week, like Brissett, we have been saying every single week you start Brissett. Every single week. He has not finished outside the top 12 on a single week. We have said he's not a streaming option anymore. He is a must-start guy. This week I'm not starting Jacoby Brissett. The only opportunity, I believe, for success is what you just described. The Texans are up so much that for a quarter they drop back and allow them to just have easy garbage time yards. And if that happens, that's still not a guarantee of a good fantasy output.
No, and their pass rush, even in that situation, with 4 men rushing the quarterback, the Cardinals just lost Paris Johnson for the year. Jacoby Brissett could be sacked into oblivion.
Yeah.
And by the way, Marvin Harrison could play.
If
right?
If Marv is out, I will play Michael Wilson.
Over Justin Jefferson? Because I will play Jefferson.
Oh, man. Probably not Jefferson.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play. That's probably the.
Oh my gosh!
Put on the underpants, Mike. If you just give me some regulars,
just
let me bust open a regular,
right.
A new fresh
steel underpants.
I think it's a fresh pair of steel underpants to go put Jefferson in over Michael Wilson after what's happened in the last 4 weeks. But I will do it.
I feel like you're ruining my tomorrow.
I am.
Well, we'll see.
I didn't know. I don't know what your tomorrow
is. There you go. It's Thursday.
Very nice.
Good. Goodbye.
Switch! I mean,
goodbye.
Crazy pants over here. Gonna
Phillip Rivers, 152.5, Jason.
Oh, man.
Free money.
I don't see the lines where I'm looking.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.